Greetings. I love you. The more you learn about yourself, the more powerful you become. It's a beautiful thing. And that comes through journaling, talking to yourself, even day-to-day conversations. Especially meditation. You learn more and more the more you are silent. When you are silent, and when you silence your mind, there is more room for absorption. You can use the energy that all of the self-narration is going to. You can use that energy to listen. And you can put it towards trusting the universe, and knowing that it already knows. You don't have to explain anything. I will literally go on loops in my mind where I am constantly narrating and explaining, like anything that I witness, anything I observe, even during meditation, especially during meditation. As I'm sitting there, I will begin narrating about how this happened because I was silent, breaking the silence. That's very interesting. And even more and more powerful things happen as I am silent within me. And that causes the temptation of talking about what is happening as it's happening, but just let it happen and witness it. It'll still be there. You'll remember. That's my problem, is that I'm terrified to forget. And so I'm constantly narrating the experience. Because it's like, oh, well, if I don't plan out how to represent this in the physical, then it'll disappear. But no, it's still in there. Even if you forget it, even if it becomes buried behind all of the other experiences, because that's a thing that happens to me, that I fear happening to me, is that that's how I'll forget it, is that I will have a vision, and then that vision is followed by an even more immersive experience, and then all of the things I learned in the vision, I fear that I'm going to let them get away if I don't narrate, if I don't talk about it, if I don't have that constant dialogue that's like, oh, this just happened and this just happened. It's a good loop to break, because you don't need it. And when you get rid of it, you open a lot of space for more observation and more retainment. You will retain the things that you experience when you stop trying to force them into the front of your mind by talking about them constantly inside. And a lot of them are very, very useless, unnecessary. Well, that's an interesting word. Those are both very... Well, they're very circumstantial. That's the word I was looking for. I'm sure it's not entirely useless, but I don't want to hear a lot of those thoughts. A lot of the thoughts that get stuck on loop in my mind are holding me down and making me feel guilty for having them. They're making me feel, I am allowing them to let me feel bad about being stuck on a loop and not being able to, or not allowing the silence. And then that is more noise. Feeling annoyed at the noise makes more noise. But it's all in your control. You just have to learn to sit with yourself. Okay, so also, once you start trusting the universe, it's going to surprise you. And you might think, oh, what is it gonna give me? When you hear somebody say, I have a surprise for you, that feeling, that's a powerful feeling. If you listen to the universe telling you those exact words, it's like, oh, the universe is gonna give me something? Something other than the floor that I'm standing on and the air that I'm encased in? More than my body? I mean, it's all an addition. So the universe is going to surprise you. What is it going to surprise you with? Well, dear friend, it's going to surprise you with exactly what you've always wanted. Everything you've ever wanted. Surprise! It's yours. It's already yours. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Farewell.